Today's workout is the second one from the commercial gym visit. It's a push day, chest, shoulders, and triceps. Since most of my training happens in my home gym, this was a fun change of scenery. If you're ready, let's begin. I started with the Incline Bench Press. At home, I usually use my cambered bar with neutral grips, but here I'm using a standard straight bar. It's been a while since I pressed this way, and you can really feel the difference in the wrist and shoulder positions. Another thing, at this gym, I can't control the incline angle. At home, I can fine-tune that setting to target the upper chest more precisely. Still, it's good to switch things up occasionally and let the muscles experience a different path of motion.
Gym, weights clanging, muscle dreams, pumping hard, feel it burn within, body rocking full of steam. Near reflecting the beast inside, veins popping, showing.
Next, I move to the machine bench press. One thing to keep in mind with machines is that the number of pulleys, leverage points, and resistance mechanisms varies by brand. This means the weight that you select doesn't always match free weight effort. It's not exactly apples to apples, but it's a great way to push the chest hard while keeping form tight and the joints safe. Plus, the constant tension from the machines makes every rep count.
Pain speaking, gotta pay the price. Chasing goals never lies. Pump the iron, feel the heat. Push it harder, feel the beat. Stronger, faster every day. No pain, no gain. It's the way. Early mornings hit the grind. Discipline fueling the mind. Treadmill running, time to fly. No
Then came machine flies. The motion on these is buttery smooth, much smoother than what I can replicate at home using cables or bands. The key here is to keep a slight bend in the elbows, squeeze through the chest, and avoid turning it into a press. A steady tempo really helps you feel the chest contract.
just aim high. Protein, shake, power, fuel. Every set, break the rule. Lifting heavy, taking flight. Body rocking through the night. Pump the iron, feel the heat. Push it harder, feel the beat. Stronger, faster every day. No pain, no gain. It's the way. It's the way.
From there, I moved on to a machine overhead press for shoulders. It's one of those exercises that lets you press heavy without worrying about balance. Machines like this can be a good option when fatigue starts to build up or if you're working around shoulder soreness, which I am. I kept the reps controlled, focusing on the lockout squeeze at the top.
Protein, shake, power, fuel. Every set, break the rule. Lifting heavy, taking flight. Body rocking through the night. Pump the iron, feel the heat. Push it harder, feel.
Next up, dumbbell lateral raises. I did these one arm at a time, alternating sides. My approach is to hit 10 to 12 reps on one side, rest for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then switch arms. After both sides are done, I rest for about a minute and a half before repeating. Doing them this way lets me focus on each side individually and maintain cleaner form. It also keeps the shoulders burning longer, which in this case is exactly what we want.
Stronger, faster every day. No pain, no gain. It's the way. It's the way.
After that, I moved to the cable upright rows. I'm using D handles attached to the cable stack. These let my hands and wrists rotate naturally, unlike a fixed straight bar that locks the wrists in. It feels smoother and takes pressure off the joints. If you ever had shoulder discomfort with upright rows, this is a nice variation to try.
Wake up at dawn, rise and grind. Swear on my brow the pain I find. No more weakness gonna break these chains. Iron fortress pulsing through my veins. Steel screams loud as I push and pull muscles, tearing, breaking every rule. Waves crashing down hard ground, shakes intense focus, no room for mistakes. Pumping.
Then came a little experiment, the JM press on a Smith machine. I'll be honest, this one didn't click for me. The Smith bar path didn't match the natural arc of the movement, and it felt awkward the whole time. I didn't feel it much in the triceps either. Sometimes experiments teach you what not to keep in your routine, and this was one of those times.
Feel the burn in my soul, lifting higher, reaching my goal. Sweat drips, bodies collide, strength so pure I can't hide.
Next was the rope overhead tricep extension. This one felt great after the JM press miss. The overhead angle hits the long head of the triceps nicely, and using the rope maintains a full range of motion. I try to keep the elbows tight and extend all the way until I feel a strong contraction at the top.
Mirrors cracks, crack from the strain. Can't recognize, can't explain. New power found in the weight room. Still heroes rise from the gloom. Through the agony, through the sweat. Never looking back, no regret.
Finally, I wrapped up with a V-bar pushdown. It's a solid finisher that targets the lateral and medial heads of the triceps. The key is to avoid swinging and using momentum. Just focus on the full extension and slow return. It's a simple movement, but it does the job every time. That finished the push day at the commercial gym. It's always interesting to see how different machines change the feel of familiar exercises. Some I liked, some I probably will not repeat. But that's all part of experimenting and learning what works best for your body. If you haven't already, check out my first commercial gym workout, the pole day, to see how that one went. Well, until next time, have a great day.